Hello, today we will be discussing about the design of the control unit. There are two different mechanisms that are being used for design of the control unit. One is called hardware controlled and the second one is called the microprogrammed controlled. To execute instructions, the processor must have some means of generating the control signals needed in the proper sequence. In the previous class, we have read that to execute an instruction, a set of control signals are being generated in a proper sequence. So how these control signals will be generated? So we have two categories over here. One which has the hardware controlled and the microprogram controlled, through which the control signals are being generated. The hardware systems can operate at a high speed, but it has little flexibility. Let us see through this the control and organization of hardware control unit. We have an encoder decoder over here, which takes input one from the instruction register, one from the control step counter, which is governed by this clock. There might be some external inputs or some conditional codes. We say it's an encoder and decoder because which can be viewed over here in detail. This is the encoder and which has the inputs from the instruction register and control step counter, external inputs and condition codes. The instruction that is selected goes to this instruction decoder, which have set of micro instructions to be executed. Each of these micro instructions will be executed at a particular time. This time may be numbered as T1, T2, T3 up to T1. Suppose I say add is the instruction which will be in T5, then I will say T5 dot add. Then I have in T7, suppose I have a OR operation, then I will say T7 dot OR. So there is an encoder which takes input from this time signal and the instruction encodes it and generates the control signal. This is being controlled by some external inputs or conditional codes. So based on some conditional codes, the encoder selects a particular time or a instruction which is to be encoded. The control step counter uses this step decoder for decoding these timing signals. This is being controlled by a clock. For example, we have a control signal Z in. Let it is given as T1 plus T6 dot add, T4 dot branch, and something like that. How this control signal will be generated in hardware control unit. We have T1 as one input, T4 dot branch, T4 dot branch. So T4 and branch uses a AND gate. T6 dot add. So T6 and add uses a AND gate. So all these three T1, T6 dot add, T4 dot branch, all these three micro instructions are being ORed over here. So this is passed to a OR gate which produces the control signal. We'll go for another example of suppose there is a control signal end which requires this micro instruction to be generated. Now you have T7 dot add. So T7 and add. You just say AND gate over here. T5 dot branch. So I may use a T5 dot branch with a AND gate. I may require T5 dot N, T4 dot N bar with AND combinedly is a branch not equals to. So that can be used over here. Combining these two, I can use a condition over here. So all these three are being connected to a OR gate to produce the N control signal. So this is about the hardware control unit. For a complete processor, you can see this is the system bus. One part is the processor. The another part you have memory and input output organized. in the processor, we have instruction unit, integer unit, and floating point unit. This integer unit and floating point unit have been designed for a particular kind of data, for integer data and floating point data. So those two uses a data cache, and instruction unit uses a instruction cache. Those two are connected to a interface, bus interface, because this unit has to be connected to this system bus. So as I told you earlier, that one is hardware controlled, the second one is the microprogram controlled. So how this microprogram control works? It is more flexible as compared to a hardware control. The control signals are generated by a program similar to machine language programs. See over here, these are the different micro instructions that are present in your system. All micro instructions that can be possible in your systems are put in the over here. PC in, PC out, MAR in, read, all these control signals. Now, each of these microprogram is a method of control unit design. Control signals are generated by a program similar to machine language programs. Control word is a word which individual bits represent various control signals. Which individual bits represent various control signals. So if I say this line, each individual bit, each of these individual bits represent one control signals. So each of the bit may be 1 or 0. Individual control word is in the micro routine are referred as micro instruction. Each of these, this is a micro routine. This is a micro routine. Each of these is a micro instruction. Each row of this is a micro instruction. The sequence of control words corresponding to the control sequence of a machine instruction constitutes a micro routine. And the micro routines for all instructions in the instruction set of a computer are stored in a special memory called control store. There is a repository of all these micro routines for all instructions, and those are called the control store. So all these are being stored in a location, and we say it is a control store. So now, for example, if I say there is an instruction PC out, MAR in, read, select 4, add, Z in. This is the micro instruction. How this will be represented? Now you have all micro instructions are over here. I have to select only those instructions which are being specified over here. PC out, MAR in, read. PC out, MAR in, read, select, add, Z in. So see, whatever is being written over, this is for the control word, the first control word. For the second one, Z out, PC in, Y in, WMFC. So I will use the same over here, PC in, Y in, Z out, WMFC. So only those control signals are selected, others are remains as 0. So similarly, for each of these micro instructions, the control signals can be generated. Each row represents one micro instruction. So what we have over here, we have instruction register, which have one instruction is being stored over here, which is going to be executed. The starting address is stored in the starting address generator. We use a micro PC, mu PC over here. So like PC points to the next instruction to be executed, the mu PC points to the next micro instruction to be executed, which is again governed by the clock. Those micro instructions are being selected from the control store, and the control word is being generated. Control word is what? Control word is the signals which are being selected for a micro instruction. This is in broader view, you can see this starting address, branch address. If you have a branch instruction over here, so branch instruction may be controlled by these external inputs or condition codes. The same way it is being generated. However, If the branch instruction points to some other location change of the branch, this may be given again to this starting branch address generator so that it can start executing from other locations. Micro instruction is a straightforward way to structure micro instruction to assign one bit position to each control signal. So it is either 1 or 0. However, this is very inefficient because hardware control is much faster as compared to this microprogram control. The length can be reduced. Most signals are not needed simultaneously, and many signals are mutually exclusive. So those which are not required are being marked as 0. All mutually exclusive signals are placed in the same group in the binary coding. So we have over here the MuPC is used to read control words sequentially. Every time new instruction is loaded to the instruction register, starting address generator is loaded to the MuPC. There are some advantages and disadvantages as I told you about the microprogram control unit. And there are two different types of the techniques for grouping of the control signals is vertical organization or a horizontal organization of these micro instructions. In vertical organization, it's highly encoded schemes that use compact codes to specify only a small number of control functions in each micro instruction are referred to as a vertical organization. And for horizontal, the minimally encoded scheme in which many resources can be controlled with a single micro instruction. Here we use a slower operating speed when this is required, when a higher operating speed is required. This has short formats, whereas this has long formats. Horizontal organization has long formats, the vertical organization has short formats. Limited ability to express parallel micro operations. This is the ability to express high degree of parallelism. Vertical organization considered considerable encoding of the control information, whereas the horizontal organization a little encoding of the control information. Here it says if I have 8 instructions, I may require only 3 bits to represent those in vertical organization. However, in horizontal organization, each one requires a different set of bits. To represent 8 micro instructions, I require 8 number of different combinations, whereas in vertical organization, I may require only 3 bits to represent all those 8 micro instructions. So this is compact, the vertical organization, these are shorter formats. These are the difference between hardware control and microprogram controlled. As I said, the hardware control is faster as compared to the microprogram controlled. Hardware control is implemented in the hardware, whereas microprogram control can be implemented in the software. Hardware control is not so flexible, but microprogram control is flexible. So we can have new instruction can be added. It is difficulty in handling large or complex instruction is difficult in case of hardware control, but in microprogram control it is easier. Ability to support operating system and diagnostic feature is difficult for the hardware control. For microprogram control, it is relatively easy. Design process is quite complicated in a hardware control because it uses many hardware components, many gates, whereas microprogram control is orderly design process and it is systematic. These are hardware control is generally being used in these base microprocessors, whereas microprogram control is usually being in the 6-base microprocessors, so mainframes. Instruction size is usually under 100 instructions per hardware. For microprogram control is above 100 instructions. So this is all about for today's discussion of hardware control and microprogram control unit, the design of the control unit.